Different episode of Wheelchair Wednesday, one we've never done before. This is a Wheelchair Wednesday throwback episode, and today on the throwback episode, we're going to go talk to a person that we haven't seen in about a year, see how they're doing, check up on them. But before we do that, gotta hit the intro. Welcome to the Wheelhouse Throwback. All right. I'm not sure how this is all going to work, but let's welcome Rico G.
Yeah.
What up, Rico? How you been?
Been doing pretty good, man. I been taking it one day at a time. I've been watching you, man. You've been growing, and I love what you're doing. I love what you got, and just continue doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, appreciate that. As we're going live, I let you know I'm messing with stuff. I'm trying to get everything looking good, going good.
Right.
Yeah, and it's been a heck of a journey. I started this whole endeavor just waking up in the hospital, going on YouTube, trying to find somebody I could relate to, somebody to tell me what was going on, and there was only a few. Like you've seen it. So I wanted to do something for the people that would help. That kid that's in a wheelchair that just, wakes up in the hospital and he's got to go through this whole thing from
right.
Scratch all the way on. I appreciate you and everybody else that's came through and helped us with stuff. So let me give you a round of applause because you deserve it. Now, this thing that we're doing now, I had to come up with some questions of my own, and we're gonna ask that. It's a lot of completely different than what we normally do. Let me just make sure. Okay, sounds good. I just want to make sure we weren't echoing or something crazy. Like and everybody else does, we have technical issues on this show all the time. But we're going to go ahead and ask you a few of these questions. I call them throwback questions. So first off, how have things been with you?
And things been on the up and up. I mean, I got my days. We all have our days with this wheelchair life, but I mean, it's been pretty good so far, man. With the family, I'm growing with my kids, so it's been pretty good. I'm blessed.
For sure, yeah. It's to have family is a whole big, whole nother thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that's definitely good. What about? This is kind of a weird thing to come right off rip, but what about most embarrassing moments?
Most embarrassing moments would have to be me falling out of my chair.
Falling out of your chair, where?
In public. Going back all the way back, not paying attention or holding something that's real heavy. And I it doesn't happen all the time, but every blue moon it happens. But that's the most embarrassing moment I usually go through is falling out of the chair in front of everybody.
Yeah, luckily I've haven't had to do that yet. I would say mine's probably definitely the Code Browns. You know what I mean? Like having that incontinence problem and just like in the middle of a crowd or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, falling out of the chair is definitely one. What about? I completely got out of there. Where'd it go? Don't worry, folks. I've done this before. What about your happiest memory?
Being in my chair.
Yeah.
Happiest moments would have to be, seeing my kids smile.
Right, seeing them happy.
And just staying motivated. That's my happiest moments, just staying motivated and pushing through, push through it. Those are my happiest moments because it's rough. It's rough being in this chair. We know it's rough, but we got to keep going. But my happiest moments have to be with my kids. I'm seeing them smile. You know.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely I feel that. I remember, being in the hospital myself and watching my son come in. He ain't seen me in like a month. You know what I mean? Because when you mess up like that, you don't want your kids seeing y'all like that. So we waited like a
Yeah.
month for him to come see me, and it was like kind of trying to fight back the tears, but also happy at the same time. And after that, we just chilled, play video games, and he keeps me going. You know what I mean? Like a lot of time, family and the kids, and yeah. So that's
Yeah.
definitely. Uh, Next question for you is: if you could change one thing in the world right now, what would it be? That's a hard one, ain't it?
Uh,
And you only
man,
got
it'd
one
be
choice.
one man getting this chair.
What do you mean? Oh, you get out the chair? Like, if I could change anything, I'd change me in this chair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we all want to walk.
Right, right,
So, that'll be my main thing right there, man. Just if I could change one thing, is walking again.
right. There you go. Um, what about your food choices? What's your go-to favorite food?
My go-to favorite foods have to be pizza. I love pizza.
You're a pizza guy, huh? What do you get on your pizza?
Man, I just want cheese and bacon, but with no sauce.
Cheese, bacon, no sauce, huh?
Yeah, cheese and bacon with no sauce.
I gotta say,
But you gotta,
I've never heard of that combination before, but I don't see why
yeah,
it wouldn't be able to work.
yeah, cheese and bacon. When let's see the sauce, it triggers my nerve pain.
The sauce does?
Yeah, certain foods that you eat can cause inflammation and nerve pain and stuff like that.
I did not know that. Learn something new every
Yes,
day.
yes,
Heck
yes,
yeah.
yes. That's why I try to watch what I eat, but I still eat a lot of stuff, anyways. But I try to watch what I eat because I pay attention to when I eat something and if it triggers my nerve, because certain foods that you eat will trigger your nerve pain.
Right.
I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I know that happens to me. So
I gotta ask you this question. I see you always got you got the chains on, you got the gold teeth.
yeah, man.
Where'd you get that? Like, when did you start rocking all that?
Man, I've been doing this before I got in the chair.
Always been styled up, golded out,
Yeah,
just
man.
bling bling.
Yeah, I got to keep my jewelry, man. I love my jewelry. That's big down here. I'm way down at the bottom. I'm at the bottom of the map. I'm in Florida.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's like a religion over here. Like we it's a,
Got it.
that's just
You
not.
gotta have some shine on.
Yeah, man. I gotta have that shine on, baby.
Nice. Nice. Um, let's see what else I got for you here. What about music? What's your favorite music?
Man, listen, I listen to it all. Um, if it catches my ear, I listen to it. It could be hip hop, it could be country rock. If it catches my ear, I'm gonna listen to it. So I'm open minded when
Right.
it comes to music.
Nice. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
the same way. I got anything from like Patsy Cline to like DMX to like, what I mean,
right.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Hank Williams, it's all over the place.
Nickelback.
You said Nickelback. You got the Nickelback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
isn't that the This Is How You Remind Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. What
Yeah,
about movies?
man.
What's your go-to movie? You got any favorites?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well, it's not really a movie. It's a TV series.
Okay, what
The
is it?
Walk the, the Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Man,
I'll give you
listen,
one of those for
I
that.
love The Walking Dead with Rick Grimes and Daryl Dixon and Carol, Maggie,
Oh yeah.
Glenn. Yeah, I watched that. I watched that, man. That's my shit. Oh,
Yeah, they
excuse my
do get
language. Excuse
deep.
my
They got a
language.
lot of seasons on there too.
Yes, they do. They just came out with the new one, which is it's like a sequel. It's The Walking Dead, but it's called the ones that survive. It's with
Nice. Is that
Michonne.
coming
It's
out?
with Michonne. It just came out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to
it's
check
with
it
it's
out.
with Michonne. Yeah, it's with Michonne and Rick Grimes.
For sure. I'll have to check that out. I was a connoisseur of that show. I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, yeah, I love it, man.
What would be like a tip or a trick that you could tell or teach somebody that's in a wheelchair? What's like something that you've learned while being in a wheelchair that's like a kind of a nifty trick that you've learned?
Like a oh, okay. Pay attention to your body. Really get in tune with your body. Listen to your body because you got to understand that the body does not function how it used to function before the injury. So you got every little even with using the bathroom or or going having nerve a lot of nerve pain and stuff like that, stretching. You got to really listen to your us as paraplegics. We really got to listen to our body. Listen
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, that's a good piece of advice. Just for example, I'll give you, coming out of the hospital, they tell you the same thing. They're like, your body's going to let you know when something's wrong. So,
Right.
like, if you start feeling a certain way or like AD coming on, then you're going to know right away that something's not right. For me,
Right.
it took me forever to kind of feel, to figure out what it was, but I get goosebumps. So if something's not right, I'll start getting goosebumps. If something's real bad, I'll start
Right.
having like headaches and I just won't feel right. A quick story
Okay.
I'll share with you. We was on the way up to the casino one day, and I was driving while I was in the van, and I couldn't figure out why I kept feeling weird. Like I had to pull over. It was so bad. Come to find out, I had my foot stuffed inside my shoe with a sock that was already in it. So my front
Oh,
toes are curled in like that. And then come to find
wow.
out, I had that thing in there for, a couple hours. Well, I pull it out and it's hurting and it ends up toenail gets black and blue and swells up and then toenail falls off. And then I'm still healing from that. And that was over a year and something ago, probably. So,
Wow.
yeah, but
Wow.
if I would have known what to look for at the time, then I could have prevented that. Like something ain't right. What am I doing? Am I sitting on a lighter? Am I, you know what I mean? Like what's going on? My body's trying to tell me something. But that's a good piece of advice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. So where you live at, around your area, your city, how
Mhm.
accessible is it? Like when you go around to businesses and stuff like that, can you get around in and out of there? Or?
Yeah. Certain places. Certain places. Um, like okay, in my city there's a beach that's not wheelchair accessible. The nearest beach, because we got a lot of beaches down here in Florida. You feel me? So the only what my area, the only wheelchair accessible beach is Sarasota, Florida, which is like an hour, 2 hours away from about an hour and some change. But as far as going into different businesses and stuff like that, it's wheelchair accessible.
For sure. See a lot of people I ask that question is because you don't where you're from. A lot of places are different. You know what I mean? Like some of these big cities, everywhere is good. Good, you can get in, but
Right.
some cities you can't. You know what I mean? They all got curb steps. I mean, New York is horrible. I've heard, unless they're newer buildings. You know what I mean? So it just all depends. That's just something. And all these are questions I thought of, like, kind of spur the moment. Like, what can I ask to kind of keep up with somebody to see how they're
No,
doing?
but you got good. Those are good questions, though. You got good questions.
For sure. Van says my Jeep makes beaches accessible. And thanks for everybody watching today. Party Tank Crew, Robert out there, Maldito, Arnito, I see you out there, Tristan. Um, so the last one I got for you is, what would you like to see from the wheelchair community in the future? So, like in the future from now, what would you like to see happen for the wheelchair people?
I would like to see more individuals. You know that machine that you can discuss. It's called Scala something. You can walk in it.
It's like like a skeleton suit or something where you get in it and you can it holds you up and like moves you like a robot kind of.
I'd like to see more of that. Oh, and another thing, I would love to see more uh, wheelchair get-togethers. You know how in
Yeah.
certain cities they have, in certain cities they have it to where you can go to this big warehouse and it's a whole bunch of people in wheelchairs and they're testing out different stuff and everybody's getting to talk to each
Oh,
other
I know what
and
you're talking
learning
about. You're
about.
talking about like a expo, kind of like a wheelchair
Yeah,
expo. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. They don't really got that. They don't really got that too many of them down here where I'm at.
Nah, me neither. I'm up here in Michigan in Jackson, and I ain't seen really none of that up here in my area.
Yeah, I would love to go to an event, to one of those events.
Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. With the way things are now, I mean, who wants to travel 8 hours to go to an
Right,
expo? You know what I mean? We should be having those all across the country.
right, exactly.
Heck yeah. Well, round of applause for Mr. Rico coming back. We appreciate the love and support. We appreciate you coming back on the program here. And if you ever have
Thank
anything
you,
you'd
thank
like
you,
to
thank you.
promote, always let us know.
Man, listen.
Ola Kimpola, she said it's called the Exoskeleton, and the Abilities Expo is coming in Florida pretty soon. So she must have her thumb on the pulse
Okay.
of what's going on
Send,
down there.
send me send me send me some information.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. I think with these throwbacks, I'm just going to throw out your like Facebook information. So if they want to find you, they can just
Yeah,
click on
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
It'll go straight to your Facebook. They can, send you friend requests, message,
Of
whatever,
course, of course.
and then y'all can have a conversation or whatever. And that's how it is. That's my goal, folks. I'm trying to bring the wheelchair users together and even non-wheelchair users to see how we live our lives and see what's going on. Maybe they can help with something. You never know. There's always inventors out there.
Yep.
So, all right, Rico. Well, shoot, I'll tell you what. Stick with me. To everybody else, we'll see you next time here on Wednesday. I can't even say it. Wheelchair Wednesday throwback episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, I'm Rick. That's Rico. This has been Wheelchair Wednesday Throwbacks. Peace.
Love y'all.